Hi, it's Paula from Artistry and welcome to the Keepsake collection for May. This is a really super exciting one. It's all about rainbows this month. So we're going to create our beautiful 3D, not only box, but 3D beaded with the little clouds and our beautiful reverse rainbow as well. So let's get into it and have a look how we actually create the lid component first. Okay, so we're going to start with actually beading our lid. Now, as always, we have our three-piece set. We've got our base, we've got our lid base and our actual cutout frame. And you'll see here the little sections of clouds that sit in this piece. We're actually going to bead this in place, so it actually becomes a really good frame to hold your beadwork in. So the first thing I'm going to do is trim this to actually match the shape of the outer frame. So I'm just going to grab my pencil and just trace around this outer edge here of my piece of stiff stuff. Now it doesn't have to be a perfect cut because I really just want it to sit inside that frame. So I'm just going to trim away on the inside line there of that arch frame. And then just check that it fits in here. Try another way. Fits in here like that. So you can see there's my piece of stiff stuff in place. So I'm just going to trim off that little bottom edge that's there as well. That's a little bit too much on that bottom edge. And it sits just nicely in here. And I actually want to hold this in place as I bead it. Okay, get rid of the scraps. So start with your file line. So for me, I always start with about 1.5 meters of thread. And I'm just going to thread my needle here. Put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. And what I'm going to bead first is the clouds. So when we're beading the clouds in this rainbow lid, we want the clouds to be a sort of a 3D effect. So they've got a raised component. So to do that, we're just going to be creating little loops of beads and randomly stitching them onto the stiff stuff so that they create that sort of cloud look. And to do that, I'm going to grab out some white beads. So my gold box that I did is actually done in sort of traditional rainbow colours, and you can see here I've got the purple, pink, blue, green, yellow, orange and red, and just trimmed with a little tiny bit of gold. And the new one I'm going to do, the silver one, is going to be all metallic colours. So there'll be an actual variation in colour themes with both of these. But you, of course, can choose to do yours in any colour that you like. So where I've got my stiff stuff and I'm just holding it in place like this, I'm just going to bring my needle from the front through to the back, from the back through to the front, and just pick up, 5, 6, 7 beads in the white size 11s and just create a little loop by going up and down through that beadwork to create that illusion of a 3D cloud. So I'm just going to continue doing that until both sides of my little cloud section are filled. And once I've done that, then it's a matter of creating the rows that actually create the rainbow effect on this piece. Now for this one, as I said, I'm going to be using metallic colours, and those metallic colours are still the same in the traditional rainbow theme of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink and purple, but these ones will be all metallic Miyuki beads. So I'm just going to continue beading the cloud base here, and once I've done that, we'll have a look at how to do the little lines for your rainbow pattern. Okay, now you can see here, there are all my beautiful fluffy clouds. Lots of loops of clouds that have all been attached at either end of my rainbow. So the next thing I want to do is do a line of silver size 15 beads on the outer edge and a line on the inner edge, and then I'll start my 7 rows of coloured beads in there. So bear with me while I grab my silver beads. I've got some size 15 ones. I'm just going to get a different colour and use those. I actually want the darker silver with this, not the lighter silver. Okay, so with our rainbow stripes on the frame here, the spacing here aligns perfectly for 7 beads, and there's a little bit of movement there. So what I've done is just added one very simple row of size 15 beads, either side of the coloured strip. And you can pick up as many beads as you like just to get that really nice fine line. So I'm just starting with 5 beads, then I'll do a very simple bead embroidery back stitch just to get those beads right on that edge, all the way around the outer edge, and then start my coloured section. So you can see here there's my first row of silver, first little tranche of it, and I'll just keep going with silver beads and then start on the coloured beads. Okay, so you can see there's my first row of silver all the way. So what I want to do now is my rainbow. So the rainbows traditionally start with violet through to red, or they can go red through to violet, as you can see here on the strip here. So this one I've done violet through to red. So for my opposite one, I'm actually going to do violet on the outside and red to the center. So let's start with some violet beads. For this project, I've only used my Yuki beads, so you've got to be mindful if you're going to use Tohos or something else that your sizing might be slightly different. But for me, I'm only going to use the Mayuki beads, and this one I'm using is the Duracoat Galvanized Purple Orchid for my first row. So again, I just want to snug that right up next to where my clouds are here at the bottom and right next to that silver row, and then just pick up 3 or 4 beads and just pop them in the bead length there and start creating those little rows of rainbow. So I'll come back when I'm ready to start the next colour. Okay, you can see here there's my first row of purple. So now I'm going to add on the pink row. And I'll come back when I've got all of my 7 rows of rainbow colours in my little frame. Okay, you can see here there's all my little metallic rainbow pattern in place. I've gone violet through to red. I've got my clouds there, and now I'm just going to clip the base in, and our rainbow is actually finished. So I'm just going to trim off my thread there, get my little base and click that in. You can hear that click click, and that's now just holding that rainbow perfectly in place. Let's go and start the base now, the peyote strip around the base. So I'm just going to start my peyote pattern here, following either the word chart or the picture chart. It's a 7 bead pattern, and I'm going to be creating these rainbow motifs that go around the edge. Once you get started on this, it's really easy, but just starting it can be a little bit tricky, just knowing which colour to pick up at which time. So I've started with 2 purple and 5 grey, and my next bead to pick up there is a purple. Step down, that's correct, and then my next row coming back, so that's rows 1 and 2 done. Step up with a pink bead, yep, that's correct, and now I'm going to go in pattern. So purple. And as I start to build this, the little rainbows will just appear as I change colours. Now the rainbow goes the width of your peyote strip, so right across the peyote strip. So 7 beads across, 7 colours in the rainbow, ironically. And so when I'm at the purple stage here, step down. I'm going to pop a pink one in, like that. And then the next colour on our rainbow is blue. So now I'll pick up a blue one, then just keep following those lines, making the pattern just flow. So it'll be purple all the way around the outside, followed by pink, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So you can see here now my purple is all the way across the side there. Now I'm going to add in another pink bead. Well, that was orange actually. Picked up an orange one by mistake. Pink. And then the next colour there is blue. So now my next colour is green. You can see how it starts to build really quickly once you get that pattern completely right to start with. Right through like that. Now I'm coming across the top of my rainbow here. So when I have a look at my pattern here, you can see what I mean by the top. I've got all my beads down the side, and now I'm just going to be doing these top beads. So it's purple, and because I'm doing the odd count method, I'll just move to be in the right spot. So a pink bead goes there. So you've just got to keep manoeuvring your needle to get your bead in completely the right spot. And you'll know when you've done the whole of the rainbow because you'll only have one bead that sits at the very bottom of your little pattern here, just like that little red one just there. So I'm nearly finished one half of this rainbow. As I said, it moves really quickly once you get your setup and your pattern correct at the start. Takes a little while just to work out where you've got to be in the right spot. And you can see as I'm just building this, the colours are just look pretty. They look pretty now too with all these nice metallic tones, but they're just lining up where they need to be. So the next colour I'm adding in is orange, and then I'll go back to my yellow. And just remember where you've got to do your step up and step down. I picked up two by mistake there, so I'll just break one of those. So that you're in exactly the right spot every time you need to be. Nope, that one is pink, not blue. Pink like that. Purple. Next one there is blue. And the next one there is orange. So you've just got to watch your patterning to see where you need to put your next bead. So there I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colours. I now add in my single red bead. And then just keep following my pattern. So that's a green one next. A pink one. And now I'm coming down the other side of the rainbow. So purple there. Blue there. Yellow there, and again step down so that I know where to pop out of. Orange, green, pink. Okay, so there's half of my rainbow done. So I'm just going to continue on and finish one of these rainbows and then reverse the colourway. I won't go through and show you how to zip this together today because once you've done your rainbow you'll be able to see exactly where to zip and join your piece, and I'll show you on a gold one. But your zipping is just a matter of lining up your up and down teeth of your little strip and zipping those two edges together. And if you've done one of these keepsake boxes before, you'll know how to actually do that zipping together. And it's a really great way to just make your piece nice and secure. So I'll keep going with showing you the rest of this sort of finished rainbow. And so you can see now I'm coming up the other side. So I'm doing orange now. And just following the pattern so that I'm coming up and down and creating that arch shape. And I'm now at the point where I'll start to go downwards down that side. And the thing to note is the top of your little rainbow here. So you need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of your purple at the top before you start going down the other side. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got a couple more rows there before I would start to add in grey again down the side of my rainbow, which I'm not too far away from doing. But I'll just keep adding a couple of other colours in here, stepping down. And you just got to watch where your step up and step down is every time. But it does come together pretty quickly. And I can see which colour I need to do next, which is green. And now I've got one more pink one to go in there, and this will be the 7th purple one at the top. So my next colour on the outer edge is actually going to be grey because I'll start to build the grey colour in there as well. You can see now I'm just doing down the sides of this rainbow. That's a green one. And the pattern tells you which colour you've got to do next because we're creating these little arches that sit either side of that centre. And I just need some more pink ones. There's a pink one here. So now I want to start doing some grey because I'm coming down that other side there. Sorry, I didn't step up or step down that one. Just go back and I'll step up into that pink one there. That goes in the right spot. There it is there. And just got to keep manoeuvring your needle and thread to be in the right spot at the right time to pop your colours in. So I'll just move it around. Because it's odd count, it's a bit trickier. And so now I'm coming down the other side of the rainbow. So I will do purple. Then there's another pink one in there. Pink. Blue. Blue on the outer edge. Pink. And now just the outer edge of purple. I'm going to add in a grey bead now. Purple, pink, pink, purple. And step down and pop a grey one in there. And you get a little bit of relief when you've got this grey section. So there's 4 rows of the plain colour that sit in between each of these rainbow sections. So it's 4 colours of grey on this top or bottom edge. And then I know that I'm ready to add in the other colour. Now the other colourway, I would reverse this and do this you know, red through to purple rather than purple through to red, so that it does reverse it. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but that's one of the ways that I would make that variation in rainbow. So there you go. There's one metallic rainbow, and then it's a matter of completing that opposite with the red, following your word or picture chart, and then zipping that up around the box. So let's have a look at what that looks like. Okay, I've got 2 beautiful rainbow tops finished here. So a Brighten gold and white and a metallic and silver. Now when we come to actually creating our little peyote strips that go around it, it's a 224 band strip. And you can see here it just slides really nicely around that piece. We've got our little sections of 4 beads that are our break colour between the rainbows. They go from purple through to red or red through to purple. So you can actually choose to do those variations if you like, and then just zip your piece together when you get to the end of your patterning. Now you can't tell where I've zipped that together. Somewhere on here I've done that, but there is that sort of 4 bead rows, which is your natural zipping point. When you get to the end, make sure that your teeth line up. Your top and bottom teeth have sort of connectors so that they zip and create that really nice flat peyote strip. And that is our rainbow box for May 2026.